Hi, everybody, and welcome to Forward Motion. I know you're jealous. Look at this fabulous spread. I am going to have a tea party. This is fine china with all these beautiful accessories and these lovely, delicious treats, all prepared by the fabulous Claudine Shannon McDonald. You're going to meet her again in a moment because she is a returning visitor, a wonderful guest, and a very, very, very talented chef. She's also a self-published cookbook author. This is her second cookbook. As a matter of fact, come here, Claudine. Her cookbook is, I love her to death because she was actually teaching home economics in Montgomery County, and the most amazing thing happened. She decided she would make these recipes into a cookbook. Her first cookbook was called
Simply Elegant Southern Cooking,
which I own. Simply Elegant Southern Cooking, which was a couple of years ago. She came on the show. And this one is called Fine Living Gourmet Cookbook. Actually, you stuck your name in this one. Claudine Shannon McDonald's Fine Living Gourmet Cookbook, which I think is a really nice, it's got actually china on the cover, Claudine. Well done. Now, this one is full of all kinds of fabulous recipes, and Claudine has decided that she's going to bring them all, just like you did the first time, though, which is very elegant, very nice, better than anything this studio has seen since you've been here, actually. And the beautiful thing is that you at home are going to get to share all of this with us. Well, at least you're going to get to look at it. I get to taste it, and, you know, I get to share it with the crew, if I am so nice. But I guess I better be, because they do all the work around here. So, Claudine, welcome again. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm so happy that you came to share this with me. And not only that, you self-published again, basically, or you kind of, you know, pretty much didn't you? And you had a little more help this time because your first cookbook did so well. Am I right?
Yes, did well.
What made you go back and do it again? And how is this cookbook different from the first one?
Well, the first cookbook I wanted to do because of my background. I felt the story had to be told about growing up in Montgomery, Alabama, and having my mom as the best cook on earth, teaching me how to cook. And the Southern background, with Dr. Martin Luther King being my pastor, growing up at Dexter in Montgomery with him as and doing this civil rights movement and all those things.
And you share the same birthday?
You share the same birthday. And then I wanted to do the gourmet cookbook because I taught gourmet foods in Montgomery County for 37 years.
In high school?
In high school, sure. Gaithersburg High School for 21 years. Sherwood 10, and Wheaton High School 6. So
that's a lot.
I wanted to put all the recipes together and share with my students whom I taught over a span of 40 years. And I felt that the gourmet cookbook would reach them, and I hope they will be able to remember some of the recipes that I taught them how to make and prepare.
What are your favorite recipes that are in here? Because you actually have brunches. You have full layouts here.
Menus.
You have menus, brunch menus, different kinds of events going on here.
Well, I wanted the cookbook to be a book that you could just pick up and plan. Your meal was planned for you. All you need to do is buy your fresh ingredients and prepare it and follow the techniques. Some of my favorite recipes are, I guess, I love making soufflés, and you can make a million different soufflés with potatoes, with cheese, with crab meat, with sweet potatoes, so many different things. So when I was teaching, I would have my students, everybody would learn the basic techniques for making a soufflé. Then I would say, you make one, everybody made a different soufflé. So they learned the procedures of making their soufflé properly. And then they would make it. And then teaching them how to make different quiches, for example, with spinach, with crab meat, with the same techniques, things like that.
Now, I see that your stuff, it's so simple. You'd think that even a pretty sort of non-chef like myself could actually, just like the first cookbook, go through here and choose something and actually make it. I mean, you have homemade fettuccine here. You actually make the fettuccine.
Yes.
We're going to go over the beautiful items that we see here, because, I mean, there's a lot of things I could dig into right here because they're all sweets. Sweet tooth right here. But you actually have a lot of really easy... should I say that? Because are they easy, or is it just me going, yeah, I could do that?
Well, the cookbooks today are very simple. You sort of follow the directions, and you might say add the next 5 ingredients together, and make sure you mix them well, and it will turn out just as well. Instead of going through so many different techniques, I tried to make it easier to read and follow the directions. And the cookbook is planned in that manner. Now, one thing about the cookbook, these are all fresh ingredients, fresh herbs, fresh spices. Spices with everything. I grow my own herbs in my home. But everything is just planned to the T. The luncheons, the brunches, the tea party, everything. The dinners, the menus are simple but elegant.
I see that. Stuffed eggs with caviar and cream sauce.
Yes.
Fresh fruit with sugar frosted grapes. And something here calls for kumquats. You are not kidding. You mean business.
Yes.
Here's something that I'll just give you folks an idea of what Claudine. Tea menu 3, checkerboard sandwiches, chicken and ham, open face sandwiches, smoked oyster with cream sandwiches, pecan slices, lemon drop cookies, strawberry scones, mince and tea. Love it. You are not kidding. I love the way you actually take the time to plan things. How do you feel about, you talked about fresh ingredients. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about healthy eating? You said you grow your own herbs too. Mm-hmm. Well, how do you feel about substitutes, the additives and things like that?
Right. Well, in the cookbook, I use very little salt, unsalted butter, fresh ingredients, and try no processed foods. And as I said, everything is fresh.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we really have to watch trans fats and things like that, and try and buy fresh ingredients and use them. And low 2% milk, I use that throughout the cookbook.
But you can also use whole milk too, right?
You can use whole milk if you want to. I said 2% in the cookbook.
Yeah.
And you can use whole milk, but everything else is there's no salt, a lot of spices, a lot of herbs to substitute.
I would like to grow my own herbs someday too. Mm-hmm. I'll have to do a show just for that, just so I can learn, because otherwise it would be really hard. All right, so Claudine, what do we have here today?
Okay.
If you said you want to have a tea party, there's some beautiful things here today. What can you talk about? I'm going to take these flowers. Beautiful. I just want to say these could go home with me right now. This was designed by Angel.
Flowers by Angel.
Beautiful. Flowers by Angel, and they could just walk off right now, because that is stunning. Anyway, all right. So so tell me what you got going on here today.
Okay. First of all, we made madeleines. These are the.
For granted, when you go to the grocery store and you just buy these, so I don't know. Let me see if I can just hold a couple.
Hold one down.
You have the pan there.
Yes.
So if you can. Oh, here, I'm going to hold it up first. Oh, look at that beautiful shot. And that is really. The way you set that up and that beautiful background, really is that is rockin' shot, Jay.
A madeleine is a small sponge cake, and this is the pan in making the madeleines.
So here's the pan.
Yes. And
that beautiful pattern. Now you could go to the store and buy these in a box, which I would never do. Now I'm not a goody two shoes, and I don't make these, but Claudine, God bless you for making them.
But the key to making madeleines. You have to really make sure you use butter when you grease pans.
When you grease these?
Yes, butter.
Let me throw this at you. This is a curve, Claudine. I did not prepare you for this question. What about coconut oil? It's one of those better oils that you can actually bake with. And when I brush my pans, I just brush them with coconut oil.
Well, you can,
because it's not harmful.
And then you can. What you'd have to do, yes. The butter seems to. Yeah, you can flour it. The butter seems to coat the.
It coats it every little. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Right. And that's the recipe is in the cookbook.
Okay. Everything what we're going to show you today is actually in Claudine's cookbook.
Right. And the chocolate covered strawberries, and the white chocolate.
Okay. Wow. I'm just going to hold these two up. Now, Claudine will show you. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
And this is a very simple technique. You must use butter, unsalted butter, about a teaspoon per 8 ounce for chocolate, and you heat it and melt it, and just put your strawberries in. Very simple but very elegant.
Okay, what's the mistake that people most make when they do this? Other than popping them into my mouth right now, which I would, of course, never do, because that would be impolite.
Heating the chocolate too long. You have to work.
Oh.
This is a really fast recipe. You have to work fast because
Okay.
the chocolate will harden on you.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. And the white
And
chocolate, the same thing?
White chocolate is the same
You have to get
thing.
good quality white chocolate, don't you?
Right.
Okay.
And
All right.
now
Now, if
these
I
are
were
the
to pick up-
scones. These are walnut bars from the cookbook.
Okay, now walnut bars. If you
Yes.
don't like walnuts, you still
You can use pecans.
pecans. Okay,
Pecans.
they're both walnuts are very healthy. Actually, I'm holding this up because they are so perfect and they're so pretty. But you can use pecans or anything.
Yes, pecans. Right.
And now, are these? I know they're not dietetic. We're not going to even use that word again today. But they're not loaded with sugar, right?
no.
But butter is the key.
Butter.
Now, here's something I want to talk
The
about.
scones.
I
Now-
love scones. Scones aren't they sort of mistaken
Like a
because
biscuit.
they have a bad reputation? Not bad. I mean, people think that they're just snotty English things, but actually, they're all shapes and sizes. They don't have to be the shape. But am I right?
Right.
They're not too sweet,
No,
which
they're
is why they're
not.
great with coffee, right?
They're
What's the
similar
key?
to biscuits, and the key, you can make 5 or 6 different types of scones. These
Yeah.
are apple scones with cinnamon,
Yum.
but you can make coconut, pecans. You can make apple scones, any type of scone. Just add the different flavors to give them a different,
Okay.
technique to them.
And I noticed that these are flatter than some you
Yes.
might buy commercially.
Right. Well,
What's
I think
the
I
key
rolled
there?
them. I rolled them really nice and thin, and
So they could be either or. There's no one way.
right.
And what's the key to the dough in scones?
It's to knead it. When you mix the scones in the bowl, you have to blend the flour. It's just like making biscuits. You have to sort of blend it together, and just like cornmeal before, and then bring it to a ball and roll it out, and then cut the scones in different shapes.
Okay. Now, this is important to me. I don't know about you guys, if you guys make scones at all, but when you cut the butter into the flour,
Right.
isn't that the key to
That's the key.
getting that mealy sort of coarse
Right.
thing? I've spent
Do you have
one
a
or
pastry
two.
blender?
I'm too lazy for that. I use the Cuisinart. What do you call
Oh,
it?
yeah.
The mixer, not the mixer. The
KitchenAid?
Yeah,
So-
the oh my goodness, the thing that. Thank you, thank God for good crew members. It's
Yes.
a food processor.
That's food processor.
Yeah,
yes.
and I use that to.
You can use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't want it too fine. I think the mistake I make is getting it the right substance, not the right texture.
Well, I use a pastry blender for that. You use a
Oh.
pastry blender, you can.
Well, that's because you're a real chef, and
Yes.
and the plate it just takes too long, and it.
Yes.
Okay, what do I know?
Well,
I'm just
I also
too
made
fast.
this is lemon curd to go
Oh.
with the scones.
That is.
This is very simple. And
It is? Isn't
yes,
that
it's
hard to
very
make?
simple. No, it's just with sugar, water, here again, and lemon. You
that
must
actually sounds easy.
grate your lemons and add your flavor, and it's done.
Okay, we didn't talk about these. These are so cute. Oh, these are the sandwiches we're going to make later, right?
Yeah, those are the sandwiches.
Okay, this is the result of something we're going to make shortly. Okay,
Now this is
what's this?
peaches with mint and mace.
Oh, okay.
And you boil the sugar on the stove and add a half a teaspoon of red food coloring. The peaches actually, the color
okay.
changes,
All right.
and then you add your mint, your fresh mint, in
Okay.
the peaches.
You want to try to, if you don't want to use food coloring, you don't want to
can
use the
use,
kind with the red dye, though.
No, you can
not
use
helpful, okay.
the red sugar. You can buy
Ah,
the
right.
little red
Okay.
sugar.
Okay. All right.
Yes. And this
And
is
that bowl isn't bad either, may I say? Everything from Claudine is elegant. Okay.
and this is the salmon mousse. Now,
Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can hold. Can you see this, Jay? Can anybody see this? I don't know. Look at this. This isn't the. Look at that shape. Let me see if I can get. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
yeah, that's made with
Un-
chopped chives, eggs, and unflavored gelatin, and horseradish. Gives it such a good flavor. Horseradish and
It even has an
fresh
eyeball.
salmon. You cook the salmon and then blend it in with all of and wine as well, white wine.
So you could get drunk on this thing?
Not real, it's not but a half a cup.
Oh, okay. Just checking. That is a beautiful. Now that could be like a brunch item, right?
A brunch,
Or a tea
yes.
party,
Or
like
a tea
ours.
party, or lunch.
And you serve them with these crackers?
Yes, or you could use
That is so beautiful.
bread with it, but
That is absolutely beautiful.
and the fresh dill.
That is really beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
Lovely. Okay, and then you've got the teapot there for the tea, right?
Right, the wheel
All right.
for tea.
So should we show people how we would make
The sandwiches.
sandwiches?
The
Okay.
sandwiches are-
Now I know this is not brain surgery, but you know what? It's Claudine. She's super elegant, and she is having a tea party, and I'm invited. And you are, of course, all invited too.
Now,
The salmon.
yes.
This was the salmon. You didn't see that again? Oh, I have to move it. Okay. Yeah, we want you guys to see everything, so I'm going to move the salmon over too, of course.
We don't have a
Yeah. Can you
in
set that
place
next to you?
to
you go. Okay.
melt the
and
butter,
here-
but the butter should
we're
be
pretending
melted.
that the butter was already melted.
The butter's
right?
melted.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're going to take the.
So you've cut. First of all, you've taken all
First
the.
of all, you freeze
crust
your
off.
bread.
Oh, okay.
First, you freeze the bread, and then you take the bread out of the freezer.
Okay.
And you cut your ends off. It really works better, and when it comes right out of the freezer, and then you butter the bread.
Okay.
Before you, the reason you butter the bread, your filling won't seep down into the bread, and the bread won't get soggy.
Okay.
Yes.
That's important. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
Now what's that?
This is cream cheese with fresh pineapple.
Oh, with pineapple.
I mean,
Okay.
excuse me, strawberry.
Oh, okay. With
Fresh strawberries. I just blended a little in the blender with it.
Okay. All right. Can I take over that, and you can do this? I'll do this while you're talking. I'm doing.
And
the
then,
next thing. All right.
then wait, not butter. Don't butter them all.
Okay. Just a few.
I mean, the spread. You got to spread.
Spread that too.
Yes, spread this on the brown. You're gonna. We don't alternate them. See.
Oh,
Just,
I see. Okay. All right. Okay. This is very specific. Okay. So
Spread. Spread the
this on this one?
pineapples. Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Put this on the brown.
All right. So then.
These
Now
are
you-
tea sandwiches, and you can make them with all different kinds of filling. Put a bit more fillings, chicken, ham.
Okay. And this is for a little brunch. Okay. And this
Yeah,
one.
no, you're going to
too?
put this on this.
Oh, I see.
And then you're going to
This
take
goes here.
no this put
I'm confusing myself.
put some of that spread on that one,
Okay.
and then we'll put it on top, and I'll cut this while you finish doing that.
Okay, good. Very busy here today. This is, you know, and the thing is, it's, even if it's raining, or even if it's wintry, or even if it's, you know, no matter what the weather is, you
That's
can still
spread.
have a lovely tea party.
Yes,
I think, no matter,
spread the other pineapple.
this
on.
one,
Yes.
this one goes here.
And I'm going to
Okay.
just cut the sandwiches like this.
Oh, I see. Just, oh, I see. Now I get it.
Yeah.
You can tell I have not done these before. So this one gets the pineapple too?
Yes, and then cut your ends so they'll be nice and even. You can
I
do
see.
open-faced sandwiches with just the spread on top, or you can do
You see how
checkerboard,
Claudine is cutting that, so they'll, and I think,
checkerboard sandwiches,
oh, that's such a great idea.
or you can do
And have the girls over. But I know that there are also men that are watching this show right now that would love to do this for their guys. Maybe a beer with this? Anything? You think, Jay? Anything? I'm just asking our only male in the room, in the studio, to see if he would do this with his guy friends.
okay. Let's take,
No way. Oh dear.
okay. Let's put a little more
the
spread
game?
on.
Maybe not. Oh well.
Okay, let's do this, and then
What does your husband do?
Um,
Does he do any of this? You do it
no,
for
no,
him.
no, no, no. My husband, he cooks only a few things.
Oh, he wouldn't do a tea.
No, 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 no,
The
no,
tea sandwich. It's not masculine enough.
Right.
Oh well, just trying to be
Okay.
diverse.
Then we can just
So
add
you
our
cut those. Okay.
and
But
we
here's
can
your-
stack them on. Bring
is
the
so
plate
pretty.
over. And we
These
can-
plates?
No, no, no. The other plates with the sandwiches.
Oh,
We can
okay.
put more on there.
You can. Oh, you're going to stock them up here. Okay.
Just this.
Oh,
We can just put
does
them
does
on top.
Claudine's is Claudine's catering open yet? I just want to know because
Well, not really.
who do you do this for?
Well, you know, after teaching 40 years, I enjoy doing this for my family and for my friends. I don't want to be in the classroom again. A lot of people say, "Why don't you teach another class?"
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
I like to.
You have grandchildren now.
I have 4, and I like to travel to visit them. And
You spoil them. I know.
yes.
I've seen it. I've seen it myself on Facebook. And they're adorable. And you have how many children?
I have 3.
3 children and 4 grandchildren. And
Right.
so that's just the beginning. More are coming.
Right. Okay, let's.
So here's our tea party.
Here's our tea party. Put this back on the tray.
Oh, this is beautiful.
See our sandwiches? They
Boy,
made.
I know that all of you at home are dying to be invited to this, and you're welcome to come on over right now. I think the
Let's
crew's
put
going to
this
get pretty lucky.
aside. And
It's a good thing there's assistants here today, too.
now,
This is really nice. Okay, this is
okay,
beautiful.
let's put our flowers back in the
Oh,
middle.
wow.
And we
What are
can,
the chances, Claudine, of coming over to my house anytime
I would
soon?
love to.
Because it's not just tea parties and treats that you do that are in here. Like I said, you have a lot of other really nice basic meals that are in here.
Oh, yes.
What do you say is the easiest to work with as far as your proteins go? For example, how many ways can you do chicken? I struggle.
Oh, there are so many ways to do chicken. In here, I have chicken marsala. I have chicken with all kinds of herbs and spices. Chicken with just so many different recipes. I can't think of all of them in here, but there are about at least 10 different recipes.
Good.
Here for chicken.
I could use a few
And
new
Cornish
ones.
hens. I have one with the Cornish hens. I think it's with the apricot sauce.
Oh,
That's
that sounds great.
delicious.
That's really good. If you either can't afford seafood or you just can't, or can't do steak and things like that, what's the best way to feed your fairly large family on a budget, Claudine? How would you go about it? What would you advise people?
Well, you can use chicken is a wonderful start. I mean, just get you a really good cookbook and
This one?
right? And
your
use
previous one?
Chicken and in so many different ways. I mean, chicken is eaten all over the world. Everybody eats chicken.
Yeah.
And there are so many wonderful, easy recipes for chicken.
How do you feel about going organic or not? Do you always buy organic when it comes to chicken?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But
You're not particularly
no.
one way or another? Okay.
Right.
Do you use a lot of eggs? Because you said you like souffles and you've got eggs in here. Do you feel like eggs are a strong part of your repertoire?
Yes, I use a lot of eggs. I guess a lot of the bread and items like that. The recipes call for bread, so yes, I do. I use a lot of eggs.
Do you
can
lean
use
more
substitute.
towards-
You can use a substitute.
No, I'm all for eggs, the real thing.
Oh, the real thing.
Yeah, it's the healthiest. Do you feel strongly about whole wheat breads and whole
Yes.
grain breads as opposed to white breads?
Well, that's why I brought the whole wheat bread.
Yeah.
And to mix it with that.
I don't even buy white bread, frankly,
Right,
for my
we
kids,
use-
and they complain constantly, but that's too bad.
But you can do the same. Look how beautiful the sandwiches are.
Oh,
That's
they
whole
are.
wheat.
Oh, yes, yeah, because there's white whole wheat now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree with that
yes.
completely. All right. Do you feel like your family prefers? I'm not going to ask you if they prefer sweets or not, but what do they think your strength is?
Well, I like to bake. I really, really, I love to bake.
Oh, I love you. I love to bake too.
But I guess teaching, I just enjoy food.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. All right, let's have a tea party.
Have a tea party.
Yeah, because we got to go in a minute,
Okay.
and I want to have some tea party
We're
before
going
we
to put
go.
our hats on,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm going to pour you some tea.
Oh, good. And while she's doing that, I want to mention the book again. It's called Claudine Shannon McDonald's Fine Living Gourmet Cookbook. I know her website's ClaudineShannonMcDonald.com. Am I right? ClaudineShannonMcDonald.com, right?
Yes.
I think I put that on the, yeah, there it is, ClaudineShannonMcDonald.com. Oh, thank you. I love this. This is my
Put our
hat.
hats on.
I'm going to have my tea.
We're not going to put our gloves on. We'll just have our hats
If
on.
I had gloves, but you know what? We have to touch food here, and
Yes.
I'm going to try and be elegant about it and not. Oh, Claudine, you are so elegant. You're so perfect. I love this. Oh, I love this. All right, keep writing cookbooks. Okay, we're going to pour some tea right now. I also want to say that you did self-publish the first book, didn't you?
Yes.
I think you had a little bit more help on this one, but is it almost the same thing?
Just about the same amount of help.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
because it takes a lot to self-publish, and I notice more and more people are doing it. I think it's amazing to do that when you believe in something that you're doing, and I try to get a lot of guests on my show who are self-published, because it means so much more work.
Yes.
But I think it's an incredible lot of passion that you have for whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, look at this china. Oh my God, this is so cool.
Okay.
All right,
And,
we're going to take, okay, what are you going to take first? Because I'm like...
Take your sandwiches first.
Oh,
We'll take our
sandwiches first. Okay, here you take your sandwiches
sandwiches
first. 'Cause-
first.
Yeah. All right, this is
And
cool.
take your,
And I'm taking my walnut cookies and my scones. Oh my
Yes.
goodness, this
and
is.
let's take some curd.
Oh, of course. If anyone knows how to make lemon curd, they're
It's
good in my
very
book.
easy, very
so you
easy.
say. I thought you had to heat it up and... No?
You do, you do.
You do? See, she says it's easier than it is, but I guess if you say so. Oh, did I think I just spilled some. Don't tell
Don't worry
Claudine.
about it.
Don't tell Claudine I spilled something on her tablecloth.
That's
She
okay.
does not need to know this.
Let's get some
Okay.
strawberries.
So to contact you, they can go to your website, and can they learn more about you, and can they actually contact you if there's something in the book that they want to ask you a question about?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
At Claudine, on
Claud-
my website, there's
Yeah.
there's a
There's a contact
section.
place.
Yes, that's a
Okay.
contact place.
Claudine China McDonald.
Get your peaches,
Okay.
and we can get some salmon.
Okay. Can I dig in first?
Yes.
I just have to dig in.
You get
I'm
some
sure this
cups
is
of
very
salmon,
attractive. This is delicious.
And you get you some. Okay.
This
Now,
is fantastic.
okay.
This is wonderful, Claudine. Eat, because we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you, Claudine.
You're welcome.
You can say.
Goodbye.
You can eat. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As we stuff our faces, I really, really appreciate you coming on again. Good luck with the second cookbook. Forward Motion. Facebook page, Forward Motion. Write me anytime. And enjoy. Sorry, my mouth is full. We'll see you next time. I'm Karen Allen. See you later. Bye-bye. Delicious.